Hey, I thought I should do something particularly fun as it's tonight, so this is a poem called A Little Lamb Had Mary. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. But that's not the end of the story. Some details were conveniently left out. The little lamb's top legal team got him off on reasonable doubt. The lamb had Mary at his side constantly, going everywhere he went. He trained her to clean every trace of them if they had to cause an accident. Mary was an expert in getting rid of evidence at the scene of his crimes. No hoof prints or wool fibers were left, just the natural dirt and grimes. Whether it was a murder of a rival herd or a collection of a golden fleece, poor old Mary was always left behind to clean up for the police. The little lamb was a criminal mastermind, one of the country's most feared, famed for bloody violence and no compassion. Even murderers hid when he neared. Mary was the ultimate safety net, the one that he heavily relies. His fixer, his cleaner and his right-hand man, all his loose ends she ties. But as the time and the maiming went on, poor Mary had heard out. The life of crime and cleanliness wasn't for her. She wanted to get out, but all she had seen, heard and mopped up, the little lamb wouldn't let her. When she asked him, the lamb replied, if she left, he would have to kill her. A few weeks of collecting wool went by. Mary's feelings of dread heightened. When she was hoovering her last eyeball up, she suddenly felt enlightened. Usually Mary was the quiet one in the shadows, the one everybody ignored, but this time she had to take action. She had to take down her crime lord. The plan and action had to be perfect, the job going without a hitch. Mary had to be in and out so quickly, planting evidence pointing to Titch. Titch was the biggest and baddest ram, the Schwarzenegger of the sheep world, but Mary had strands of his coarse black fleece. She took the box where it lay curled. She crept stealthily to little lamb's luxurious stable in the night's darkest hour. Quick as a flash his little head rolled off. Then Mary started to thoroughly scour. The crime scene was meticulously arranged, evidence perfectly planted. Mary was in sunny Spain the very next day, but Titch didn't have his bail granted. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow with silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maidens all in a row? Thanks. This is another amusing one about politics. I know politics is hilarious at the moment, so here's my politic. This is called a political poltergeist. Don't call me a poltergeist if you please. I don't mess or push anything unlike most. I love everything tidy and in its own place. Also never ever call me a common ghost. I'm a ghost with a height of decorum, manners fit for the Queen's banquets. I roam the corridors of the utmost power. My placement is as good as it gets. My last workplace was a total nightmare. A student flat in Leicester's high fields. It was bad. I couldn't rest in a bit of peace, constantly tidying the smelly minefields. Yes, I know I am no ordinary poltergeist. I have never thrown a vase off a table. I love my given domain clean and orderly. I would even catch a vase if I was able. I float about the house on Downing Street, passing politicians and dignitaries daily, listening to private conversations with ease, watching over priceless ornaments gaily. But lately things have turned for the worst. Members of Parliament coming and going, place names on the mahogany table changing, rumours and gossip are constantly flowing. Brexit this and Brexit that every damn day, faces contorted with pressure passing, in a rush to get to the latest crisis meeting, all this bad feeling continually massing. Nobody stopping to admire the pretty lights on our festively bright Christmas tree, all the unique gifts from around the world, all of them brought us so thoughtfully. I even had to catch an old Chinese tall vase that Boris Johnson upped on his way. It was Ming Dynasty and simply perfection. It's lasted longer than him under Mrs. May. Even she's been running around nowadays, wearing out her designer high heels, meeting secretly with her friends and foes, sealing the dodgiest £1 billion deals, straightening rugs and wiping fingerprints. These new cabinet members don't care, more interested with their phones nowadays. I have OCD for tidiness, it's not fair. Going in and out with mud on their shoes. No time to wipe their souls it seems, dragging in dirt and germs to their work. I'm afraid this place no longer gleams. I have put in a transfer request today. I'm fed up with the work and stress. I want to go back to the student house. Number 10 is in too much of a mess. Thanks and enjoy tonight.